Alright, book 13, stage 48 pack. We're going to be putting a couple of deck panels on, a little more warp nacelle parts. Part of stage 48. I got to start using the right name. Stage 48. I call it pack 48. You got to retrieve this panel that's been hanging out. Hopefully you haven't lost it. This one was, gosh, what does it say? Stage 36. So we'll be putting that one on. But first up, let's prep up this panel right here. U1-08. It is metal. There are two escape lifeboats. They want the red line facing down as I have it oriented here towards the wide edge. Place our windows in. Alright, next up our reflector panels. You can see the curved one goes along the curved edge. Our flat one goes along the flat edge. Have your LED light ready. We have two sockets these are going to kind of plug into, and this bottom one here, the curved surface, they want the yellow cable to go in there. There is a little divot, little notch thing that sticks up, a little post that sticks up, goes between those cable leads. And usually you can kind of get in there and kind of squeeze the leads together, and it'll help hold this in the socket as you place it down. If it does pop out, not the end of the world, you can sneak it back under there. Just be careful you don't disturb your windows that you put in place. So I'm going to go ahead and hold that one down in case gravity reverses itself. And we're going to be using some DM screws here. And I should have had my screwdriver loaded up, but I didn't. And snug these down. That should hold it in. Another DM screw. These DM screws have the wider head on them, kind of almost like a built-in washer head. One more in this panel. Okay. Similar situation on this side. Make sure none of our windows have popped out. Go ahead and slot in your bulb on the other side. Whatever technique you're going to use. There we go. Ah, mine keeps popping out. I'll have to hold it in place. This cable's kind of a pain. Okay. Alright, plan B. I'm going to set this down over it. Gently hold this side. I'm going to feed this, let this feed up under. There we go. This one, a little bit of a pain. You got to kind of bend that lead up a little bit. Install some DM screws. Snug them down. One more. I'll just double check that all of our windows are in place. Nothing's popped out on us. Okay. Looking good. We'll go ahead and test these lights out real quick. Alright, as you can see, they are lighting up. And we're using our battery pack, in case anyone's wondering, and this little circuit board that they send you to do just this. Get it connected again. This one's going to go right here. And let's see how this works out. We're going to feed this pigtail down through here and through that little slot. And these little tabs have to line up in there. And that went in pretty good. Feels like a cable's kind of holding it on the back side, so let's go ahead and flip it over carefully, see what's going on. This is our panel. Looks like our cable is kind of in the way, so I'm going to kind of pull it up and clear. That should help. What else is blocking? Okay, this angle, this red one here, looks like we need to get that pigtail pulled out of the way because it's getting smashed between that reflector, that light reflector, and the frame, it looks like to me. Okay. I think I got all the cables out of the way. Just take your time, make sure none of them are smashed. Then 2 BM screws. Towards the, what I'm calling the inner edge. There's one there, and one here. Okay. Now, this cable, where is it? This cable that's from our new panel. Pigtail gets plugged in on the next row, or the next one up right here, from the last one that we did. And it has plenty of slack. Make sure I've got it oriented the right way on this PCB board. Alright, that's in. Now flip it back over. Alright, we're kind of working on the back side here of the saucer. Kind of get you a perspective view here. Grab that panel that we have been hanging around. Bend this wire up this way. I think that one will be alright. I don't know. We'll have to just double check it when we come through. But slot the pigtail through this opening like that. And then the 2 tabs here should slot into this. There we go, like that. Oh yeah, that's sitting down. I think our cable's going to be okay. Flip it over. Here's the underside of that panel. Just make sure your cables are free, and looks like everything's fine. Feeding under that skeletal structure. Secure with 2 BM screws. And let's see here, right here. You can see it. Top left here. Got a towel underneath. Where's the other one go? Right here. Almost missed a screw. There's actually 3 here you need to attach for this panel. There we go. 1, 2, and 3. This little pigtail is just going to hang out. That little piggy wiggy not getting connected yet. Alright, take your warp engine filled grill reflector pieces. You got this thin one, and look at this. Mine are like, my warp filled grills are warped. They're not flat. So hopefully they're going to be okay in there. I don't know. But take this thin one here with the open side facing out and just slot it into the bigger one. Just such an odd, it's an odd design. I don't understand it. I don't know if I need to heat that up, try to bend it, or if it's going to be okay. It's supposed to just set in here. Mine's all warped. So, dang. I don't want to deal with customer service because they're not good in my experience. So I'm going to try flipping it this way. F, man. I gotta get this, I gotta flatten this out. Let's see if I can't maybe heat that up a little bit. Bend it back down. Gosh. Hopefully it don't take much heat. Ooh, I'm making it black. Ooh, I bubbled it in there. Melted it. This is some very low grade plastic. Very low grade. If I can get it close. It's going to be on the inside anyway. Any frosting probably just going to help me out, but this is some super low grade plastic in there. Really low grade. Okay, I think that's much better. Let's see, what line was I using a while ago? Okay. A little better. It looks dark, like I burned it in a few places. What garbage. I should make them, I should see if they send me another pack. But yeah, I've already done a fix on it. Let's see if I can get it to fit in here now. Ah, it fits in fine now. I think that will be okay. And not really going to notice anything from this side at all. And the other one has just fallen out, so I'll put it back in. There is a note that all this pieces like this one is going to be loose until we get the other part of the nacelle together. Alright, we're done. I don't smoke cigars anymore, but I might start after having to do this. Okay, that is it for stage, what were we on, 48? Pack 48. Boom.